In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled deep in the forest, there stood an abandoned mansion called the Blackwood Manor. Legend had it that the mansion was cursed, its walls whispering tales of tragedy and dark secrets. One stormy night, 5 adventurous teenagers, Sarah, Mike, Emily, Jake, and Alex, dared each other to spend the night in the eerie mansion. Armed with flashlights and nervous laughter, they entered through the creaking front door. Inside, the air was thick with an unsettling chill, and shadows danced ominously along the walls. As they explored the dusty corridors and decrepit rooms, they stumbled upon old portraits with eyes that seemed to follow their every move. The clock struck midnight, and strange things began to happen. Doors slammed shut, and cold drafts whispered through the halls. Sarah swore she heard faint cries echoing from the attic, while Mike felt icy fingers brush against his neck in the basement. Determined to prove their bravery, they pressed on until they found a hidden door behind a tapestry. With trembling hands, they pushed it open, revealing a staircase that descended into darkness. Reluctantly, they descended into the depths below the mansion, where they discovered a forgotten chamber. In the center of the room lay an ancient book, bound in leather and adorned with arcane symbols. As they flipped through its pages, the room grew colder, and a sinister presence filled the air. Whispers echoed around them, warning them to leave, but it was too late. Suddenly, the mansion shook violently, trapping them inside. The walls groaned as if alive, and ghostly figures materialized around them, moaning with anguish. Shadows twisted and contorted into horrifying shapes, reaching out with skeletal hands. In a desperate escape bid, they raced back up the stairs, pursued by the malevolent spirits. Sarah tripped and fell, screaming as icy fingers closed around her ankles. With a burst of adrenaline, they pulled her free and sprinted towards the exit. Just as they reached the front door, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion. They glanced back to see Emily vanish into the darkness, consumed by an unseen force. Heart-pounding, they burst through the front door and collapsed on the lawn, gasping for breath. Behind them, the mansion stood ominously silent, its windows dark and its secrets buried once more. From that night on, Ravenswood whispered of the 5 who dared to enter the cursed Blackwood Manor.